Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Let's take a look at some vintage diecast or a vintage diecast vehicle that just got here. So, you guys know I like to pick up old toys. One of my favorite types of old toys to pick up are ones that come with their original packaging. So, this is a Corgi diecast number 425. London Taxi. It's got a little damage to the plastic, but the box is pretty good. So there's a combination of things that I look for, right? I look for a nice, somewhat complete package, and I look for an inexpensive price. And we'll talk about all that stuff. So this is the packaging for this original Corgi that we're looking at. It looks like it was copyrighted in 1979, made in Great Britain by, I guess it's called, is it Metoy or Metoy, or which is Corgi, I guess. Opening doors, tip-up seats, sliding partition windows. It's got a sticker on it, which I love. I love price tags. This says £2.40. I did the math. So £2.40, and whenever you want to say this possibly would have been sold, whether it was 1979 or whether it was the early 80s, this is probably the equivalent of about 10 or 12 bucks nowadays. I think it's like by 1979 standards, it's like about 4.5 times by today's inflation rate, which would make this probably about 12 bucks or 11 bucks if you bought it by that, using that calibration or that calculation that I did. And yeah, so $2.40 definitely came from England. I bought it from somebody in the United States. Whoever originally owned it kept the box, but wasn't necessarily a pristine collector. I think it was a kid. The reason why I think it was a kid is because the vehicle's got some play damage to it. It's got some chipping on the paint. So I think, you know how I like to do that sort of thing. I like to imagine what the previous life of my acquired toys are. I would say that this is was a souvenir. That's my guess. My guess is that this was a souvenir to a child in the early 80s from a relative who traveled to Great Britain and brought it back. Because whoever the kid was who had this for all this time, or part of this time, they took care of it somewhat. They played with it, but they took care of it, and they kept the box. So you got these suicide doors that open up. You have these nifty fold-down seats. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with my fingers, because it's like it's made for a kid. And then it has a sliding partition inside of here. See that? Isn't that cool? Corgi Diecast London Taxi number 425. Hope you enjoyed looking at this really cool car. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.